All right, ladies and gentlemen, Greg M here on the go, just sports report talking about track and field. And like you see the title here, I borrowed this title from the AP from their article on the internet. Jamaica Shericka Jackson edges ever closer to Flo Jo record in the 200 meter. And at Budapest she ran that 21:41, which was an amazing run. She's just getting really closer and closer. But there's some things I think that has to be right. The environment, her frame of mind, right? And, keeping to our race plan and the conditions. Some plus win at our back on that straightaway. And I think if she does that, she can get that world record. And some good competitors in the race. Not some 22.5 to 23 seconds type 200 meter runs, but some Gabby Thomas 21.6, Shakira Richards 21.8 push, no worse than 22 flat. I'd like to see Elaine Thompson here jump in there in the 200 to finish out our season, just to test herself in the 200 and to push Shericka Jackson, because Elaine Thompson is coming back into shape. I think that would be just for the world record push. But we'll see. I don't know what the lineup is, so we'll see. But these are some things that she's going to have to be ready and to break that world record. And that's what I want to talk about. What does it take to break that world record? All right? Especially, does Shericka Jackson have it in her this weekend to break the world record? So let's look at some things that I'm thinking about. Yes, so now the things I'm looking at, right? And I did my little research here, and this is what I come up with, right? Breaking the women's 200 meter world record. What will it take, right? So right now, the current women's 200 meter world record is held by Florence Griffiths Joyner with a time of 21:34. If you didn't know, now you know, that's the world record. You can also find this on Track and Field News website under records. And the record has stood since 1988 Seoul Olympics. I was there with the Jamaica team. I was a member of the 4x100 meter team that placed fourth in the finals. I ran the second leg for Jamaica. Now, breaking a world record requires a combination of factors such as natural talent. I think that's true. Rigorous training, definitely. Optimal race conditions, like I just spoke about in my intro. And the athlete must have an exceptional start, maintain high speed throughout the race, and execute a perfect lean at the finish line. So even if you're out in the lead, still reach over like someone is right next to you, got to beat to the finish line. Now, the current world record holder, Florence Griffiths Joyner, was known for her explosive start and powerful drive phase. She also had a unique running style that allowed her to maintain high speed throughout the race, which is a key factor. Meaning, the ones who decelerate the slowest can maintain that top end speed. In addition to these factors, advancement in technology have also played a role in breaking record. For example, the use of lightweight and aerodynamic spikes can help reduce wind resistance and improve running speed. That I didn't have back in the day, you know what I'm saying? These new lightweight carbon type spikes that these guys have now that can help them to run faster. In addition to these factors, right, the technology, of course, I just read that helps in the role in breaking records. And we talked about the lightweight aerodynamic spikes and all that can help reduce the wind resistance and improve running speed, which is what we need. So it's worth noting that breaking a world record is no easy feat and requires years of hard work and dedication. However, with the right combination of factors, it's certainly possible to break the current women's 200 meter world record. And in my mind, all these things got to be in place that we just read, right? Helps that if you can have that nice technology advancement, she will have that running spikes that give her that advantage. She cut down the wind resistance to get past that 21.34. But like it says here in the second paragraph here, breaking a world record requires these combination of factors. Of course, her talent, the training, optimal race condition, which is to me is a big plus. She already got the talent and the training behind her. Only concern I have is it's a long season and she may be getting tired, and the body is just, no matter how much she push it, just can't do more than what it's capable of doing at this point due to fatigue at this point. That's my only concern. But she's had some time to rest, so let's see how she finishes it off, because that's where the natural talent is going to come in. And that 21.34 I think is possible because she's been at 21.41, then in Brussels 21.48. You know what I'm saying? She's already run 21.45. So she's the only woman in the world to have run under 21.5 like what, 3 times. Closest is Gabby Thomas at 21.6, which I like to see her running that 200 meter to help push Shericka Jackson. So what y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? I think she's going to need to have a fast first 100. You know what I'm saying? She must have that exceptional start and maintain that high speed throughout the race. Because, like Flo Jo, she was known for explosive start and powerful dry phase, but Shericka's going to need that same tactic on that first 100 on the curve. And I think she can accomplish it. Even, and don't be too dependent. I want to see some good 200 meter runners in the race to push her, but she have to run her own race. Have your own race plan, have your own focus going into this 200 meter in Eugene this weekend. And that's how I'm seeing it. But here's what I think she's gonna need to break the world record time-wise for the first 100 and the last 100. So let's take a look at it. All right, ladies, so I put it on my calculator here. For her to break for Shericka Jackson, we're still talking about what it will take to break that world record. And I think she has a combination of the strength and speed already. And she already have the mental toughness. Because I believe even when she ran the 200 meter final at Budapest, she was saying she felt a little under the weather and all that. And look like since then she's overcame all of that, right? But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. On my calculator, she's going to have that first come out the blocks hard, right? And fast and quick. And getting into that dry phase. Start turning over and covering the runners as quickly or get away from the ones behind as quickly as possible. The ones that are going to be pushing her. And if she have to run the first 100 in a 10.6. That last 100 got to be at least 10.72 to break that world record of 21.34. That would give her a 21.32. I think this is doable. She's already ran 10.65. Right? But the only issue is she's not run like a 10.60. I think it's kind of tough to run that on the curve. This might need to be switched. If she can get to a 10.72 on the curve and then that last 100, 10.6. But the reason why I said 10.6 and the first part of the race, she's going to need to run that at least, let's see. If she run 10.62, then she have to run at 10.70 to get 21.32. So let me see, let's just rework this a little bit. 10.62 10.7. All right, so let's say she have to run at least a 10.62 on the curve. So I mean, she have to go run better than that 10.65. Because she's run at 21.41. So she needs to get out that blocks. That means hopefully she was doing a lot of speed work, and then make sure she's properly rested before coming into this meet and not do anything to cause any kind of injury. And definitely she should still have the strength to do this. Hopefully her strength is not fading at this point. Gotta say, the conditions got to be right. The athlete got to be really fit and maintain that fitness and conditioning level at this point of the game now, because it's a long season. That's why I think it's going to be challenging. And this is the kind of times that she's going to have to maintain to run 21.32. If not this year, then next year. She's going to have to get to a running some 10, better than the 10.65. So what y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? What y'all think? It's possible this weekend? I'll be waiting until next year, the Olympics, when she can put this together. Right? Because she's going to have to improve her speed even more. Usain Bolt, we know when he ran that world record in the 200, the man ran a 9.58. You know what I'm saying? He had that kind of speed. And 9.6, what was it, 6.3 or something like that, or 6.9. You know, those are the kind of speed that we know make it possible for him to run that 19.19. So far, the men's are still trying to get there. Noah Lyles is trying to run that 200, but this is not about Noah Lyles right now. We're talking about Shericka Jackson. You know, and same thing, you know, I mean, if you can get that kind of speed in the 200, you definitely have a chance to break the 200 meter record. But that's all I want to put out there. That's what's come to my mind. Want to kind of play around with the thoughts and what's needed to get this done. So what y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? Put this in the comment section, what ideas you have or what y'all thought, if you agree or disagree with me. But this is what's going to be needed to break that world record. So anyway, we'll watch for this weekend, see what happens, and go from there.